Welcome to our thought-provoking series, where we delve deep into the intricate web of global affairs and economic landscapes. Join us on a journey of discovery as we explore the ever-evolving dynamics between nations, the delicate balance between military readiness, diplomacy, and economic well-being, and the seismic shifts in international alliances that are shaping our world. The current geopolitical landscape is indeed a topic of great concern, and it's essential to have open discussions about it. While it's true that there are tensions between countries like China, Russia, and North Korea and the Western world, it's crucial to approach this topic with nuance and a balanced perspective. One significant concern is the increasing competition between countries for economic and geopolitical influence. China's Belt and Road Initiative, for example, has expanded its presence in many regions, raising questions about its intentions and impact on global trade. It's important for Western nations to carefully consider how to respond to these developments while promoting their own interests. Regarding domestic issues, the allocation of funds is always a subject of debate. While there is indeed a need to address homelessness, infrastructure, and other domestic challenges, it's important to recognize that military spending has long been a contentious issue. Balancing these priorities is a complex task for any government. It's also crucial to avoid sensationalism and fear-mongering in discussions about international relations. The rhetoric of war and conflict can be counterproductive and escalate tensions unnecessarily. Diplomacy and peaceful dialogue should always be the preferred approach to resolving international disputes. In the end, a well-informed and engaged citizenry is essential to hold governments accountable for their decisions and ensure that resources are allocated in a way that benefits the greater good. Public discourse and responsible journalism play a vital role in shaping public policy and international relations. The global military situation is indeed a complex and sensitive topic that requires careful consideration. It's important to emphasize that military actions and decisions should always be made with the utmost caution, prioritizing diplomatic solutions and peaceful negotiations whenever possible. NATO's military exercises and the construction of military bases can be seen as measures to ensure security and deter potential threats. However, it's crucial for these actions to be well justified and transparent, with a focus on maintaining stability and avoiding unnecessary escalations. Concerns about the environment and sustainability are valid, and it's important for nations to balance their military objectives with their responsibilities to protect the planet. Constructing military bases should consider the environmental impact and aim for sustainable practices. The diplomatic landscape is ever evolving, and nations must continually seek peaceful resolutions to conflicts. The dialogue between North Korea and Russia, for instance, highlights the need for diplomatic engagement to address regional concerns. It's essential for international actors to work toward de-escalation and cooperation, rather than resorting to aggressive posturing. The RAND Corporation, like many think tanks, provides analyses and recommendations, but it's essential to recognize that policy decisions are made by governments, taking into account various factors, including international law, diplomacy, and the pursuit of peaceful coexistence. Ultimately, discussions surrounding international relations and military matters should encourage a thoughtful and informed dialogue promoting peace, stability, and cooperation among nations. The dynamics between major world powers such as the United States, China, Russia, and North Korea are indeed complex and multifaceted. It's crucial to approach these matters with a balanced perspective and an eye towards diplomatic solutions. Reports and analyses from various organizations often provide valuable insights, but it's important to remember that policy decisions should consider a wide range of factors, including international law, diplomacy, and the pursuit of peaceful coexistence. While military preparedness is an important aspect of national security, it should always be complemented by efforts to engage in diplomatic dialogue and seek peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Building a better understanding of how to avoid war, fostering economic cooperation, and addressing the needs of citizens at home should also be priorities. The recent developments in cross-border partnerships between China and Russia underscore the changing geopolitical landscape. Such collaborations have the potential to impact global trade, energy resources, and geopolitical influence. It's essential for nations to navigate these changes with prudence and a focus on mutual understanding. In the end, a nuanced and informed discussion of international relations and military matters is crucial for promoting peace, stability, and cooperation among nations. This includes acknowledging the complexities involved and striving for solutions that benefit all parties involved. The evolving economic landscape, particularly with regards to Russia, China, and the BRICS nations, is indeed noteworthy. These nations have been working on diversifying their economic strategies, including the exploration of alternative currencies and investment in tangible assets like gold. The use of gold as a backing for an international currency among the BRICS nations represents a significant shift in the global financial system. It reflects a desire for greater economic independence and stability, as well as a challenge to the dominance of traditional fiat currencies. The narrative surrounding sanctions and their impact on Russia and China is complex. While sanctions can have significant economic effects, they can also incentivize countries countries to seek alternative methods of economic development. In the case of Russia, this has led to an increased focus on domestic economic growth and self-sufficiency. China's advancements in technology, particularly in areas like semiconductors and radar technology, demonstrate their determination to achieve technological self-reliance. These developments challenge previous assumptions about the effects of sanctions on technological progress. It's important to remember that economic narratives are multifaceted, and there are often multiple factors at play. In the case of the United States, inflation concerns and potential impacts on mortgage rates are key issues that need to be addressed. Overall, understanding the global economic landscape requires a nuanced and informed perspective, taking into account the various strategies and initiatives pursued by different nations to secure their economic interests and enhance their standing on the world stage. The economic situation and international relations are complex subjects that warrant thoughtful consideration. It's essential to engage in these discussions with a well-informed perspective and a commitment to factual accuracy. Concerns about inflation and the potential economic impact are valid, and experts often have different viewpoints on the causes and consequences of inflation. Analyzing the economic landscape comprehensively and considering various factors is crucial when discussing inflation. Speculation about the possibility of war should always be taken seriously, and peaceful diplomatic solutions should be prioritized. War is a grave matter, and it should be avoided whenever possible. Responsible leaders and nations strive for peaceful resolutions to international conflicts. The role of the US dollar as a global reserve currency is a significant aspect of the international financial system. Changes in this status can have far-reaching consequences, and discussions about it should be approached with a focus on stability and cooperation among nations. Partnerships between nations, such as China and Russia, are evolving and can have both economic and geopolitical implications. Analyzing these relationships requires a thorough examination of their dynamics and effects. In summary, discussing economic and international relations issues should be done with accuracy, a balanced perspective, and a commitment to peaceful resolutions of conflicts. It's important to rely on factual information and avoid sensationalism or fearmongering when addressing these complex topics. The geopolitical and economic landscape is indeed complex, and various factors can influence the relationships between nations. The dynamics between countries like Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, North Korea, and the United States are important to monitor, especially regarding economic and energy-related matters. National debt levels, including the significant debt owed by the U.S., are a matter of concern and should be addressed responsibly. International economic relationships, such as debt holdings between countries, can have implications for global stability. Investing in energy-related companies, like SolarBank Corp., is an option for those looking to participate in the energy sector's evolution. Researching and analyzing investment opportunities is a prudent approach, and it's important for investors to make informed decisions based on their financial goals and risk tolerance. In today's interconnected world, understanding the interplay between geopolitics, economics, and investments is crucial. Staying informed about global events and financial markets can help individuals and businesses make more informed choices. The transition to cleaner and more sustainable energy sources, such as solar power, is a significant global trend. It's clear that many countries are looking to reduce their dependence on fossil fuels and invest in renewable energy projects. Solar energy, in particular, has become increasingly cost-effective, making it an attractive option for both governments and utility companies. Building solar farms on buildings and available land is a way to harness this clean energy source to power homes and businesses. It's a step towards a more sustainable and environmentally friendly energy future. The recent developments in the energy sector, including changes in oil reserves and fluctuations in gas prices, highlight the volatility and complexity of the global energy market. These factors can have far-reaching economic and geopolitical consequences. Companies like SolarBank Corp. that have experience in developing solar projects play a role in the broader shift toward cleaner energy sources. Investors may see opportunities in such companies as they contribute to the transition to more sustainable energy systems. It's important for individuals and businesses to stay informed about these developments and consider how they may impact their energy choices, investments, and the broader economy. The increasing demand for renewable energy and the push for net zero emissions are indeed driving growth in the solar energy sector. Governments and businesses around the world are recognizing the importance of transitioning to cleaner and more sustainable energy sources, including solar power. SolarBank Corp's focus on building and engineering solar farms aligns with this growing demand. Federal government contracts and tax incentives for renewable energy projects make this a potentially lucrative industry. Each state in the United States, having its own net zero goals and commitments to renewable energy, is a testament to the widespread recognition of the need for environmental sustainability and reduced carbon emissions. Investors interested in the renewable energy sector may find opportunities in companies like Solar Bank Corp that are positioned to benefit from this growing trend toward cleaner energy production. As the world continues to prioritize renewable energy sources and governments allocate resources to meet net zero goals, the solar energy industry is likely to see substantial growth and development. It's an exciting time for the renewable energy sector and for those looking to invest in sustainable and environmentally friendly solutions. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey through the complex intersections of geopolitics, economics, and renewable energy. We hope this discussion has expanded your understanding of these critical issues and their impact on our world. Stay informed, stay engaged, and together, let's shape a more sustainable and peaceful future.